I said it like that, but that was similar. But yeah, on the other side of the wall, they say you ain't trying if you ain't cheating. And I say I don't cheat. You know, when I try, I'm trying to win.
Of course. We really get into it. He like, bro, I ain't gotta do this. Yeah, I can go chill and go on my boat. I ain't gotta be picking you up every day and spending time with you and making sure you. I ain't gotta do this.
Right.
So about
when Adrien Broner calls you out publicly and brutally, you know things have gone too far. Broner has finally broken his silence on Gervonta Davis' latest arrest. And let's just say he didn't hold back. On Instagram, Broner didn't mince words. I ain't got no issue with him getting into trouble. I'm a troublemaker, too. But when it's the same thing over and over again, especially with women, that's disgraceful. For someone who calls Tank his little. Bro, this wasn't a warning, it was a wake-up call.
Spending 20 to 30, 20, 25 a night at each club, though. I f***ed up a lot of money, but we straight. Yeah. If I knew what I knew now, we would have way more.
What you would have did different now?
I tell everybody, though, they always ask, if you can do it again, would you change anything?
If you're into raw, unfiltered boxing drama with real consequences, you're in the right place. This is Courtside Legends, where we unpack the truth behind the headlines. So go ahead, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because today's story isn't just about Gervonta Davis, it's about legacy, reputation, and the brutal honesty of a fellow fighter who's been down a similar road.
I'm gonna put y'all on some game, man. Like, if it ain't got the money to pay for something, we just can't get it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wait till we get the money to get it. Now, females, if they ain't got the money to get something, shit.
Let's not forget Adrien Broner's no stranger to controversy himself. He's been in and out of jail for everything from robbery to gun possession to public intoxication. But even he drew the line here. Any man that hits a woman, it's a personal feud with me, he said. And then Broner, never one to filter himself, added, these creatures women are so soft. We gotta take care of them, treat them like eggs. Problematic phrasing aside, the message was clear. Even Broner thinks Tank has gone too far.
That was when I won my third world title at 47.
Yeah.
I never spent no money. I would get a check and just give it to my mom. And she'll give me like allowance every Friday. One day, I swear to God on everything I love, one day.
Broner didn't stop there. He got personal. Tank's been around the wrong kind of women all his life, he said. But he still shouldn't raise his hand. He's got to work on himself, attract the right people, and start therapy. Davis, once seen as boxing's next superstar, now finds his name linked more to courtrooms than championships. After being arrested on July 11th for allegedly assaulting the mother of his kids, his long-anticipated rematch with Lamont Roach Jr. now hangs in the balance.
For battle, turn it around. Put your hands behind your back. You got handcuffs.
The alleged incident occurred on Father's Day, June 15th, when Davis went to pick up his kids in Coral Gables, Florida. What should have been a peaceful exchange turned violent. Reports say Davis hit his former partner on the back of the head and slapped her, leaving a cut inside her lip. He was arrested but released shortly after. Lamont Roach claimed the rematch was still scheduled for August 16th, but after all this, who really believes that date is locked in?
For battle, turn around. Put your hands behind your back. You got handcuffs.
Roach's team insists the fight is still happening, but there's doubt in the air. Meanwhile, Roach had already commented on the arrest, saying he hopes Davis didn't actually do what he's accused of. I don't wish jail time on nobody, he said. But this isn't just about court dates, it's about momentum. Reports claim Davis hadn't trained for 3 weeks prior to his arrest. PBC was already eyeing backup dates even before the news broke. August 16th is slipping away.
Tank can go get you if you're running away, because Tank is very good at knowing the distance where he has most leverage on his punches. If you think about Mike Tyson is strange to say, but he wasn't great with his power when he was very close on the inside. Mike Tyson was a mid-range puncher.
Right now, PBC is looking at August 23rd or August 30th as potential fallback dates. But even if the rematch does happen, you have to wonder, where's Davis's head at? The first fight ended in a controversial majority draw back in March, with Davis taking a knee in the ninth that baffled fans. It cost him his perfect record. Tank now stands at 3-0-1 with 28 KOs. Roach Jr. is to 5-1-2 with 10 knockouts. The tension is high, but so is the uncertainty.
I can tell you that this is a first for me, because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges.
Roach proved in the first bout that he could take Tank's best shots and fire back hard. That's why fans are hyped for the rematch. But outside the ring, Tank keeps making headlines for the wrong reasons. And it didn't stop with the arrest. After being released, he drew fresh backlash for allegedly receiving special treatment. He was escorted out of jail by 3 Miami-Dade officers while covering his face with a t-shirt, refusing to speak to reporters.
Floyd, I was doing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
The optics didn't help. Media outlets are now asking why Davis received what looked like VIP treatment on his way out of Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center. No official explanation has been given. What began as a domestic dispute on Father's Day may now spiral into a career-defining crisis, with his legal future uncertain and public opinion shifting. Even Davis's most loyal fans are beginning to ask tough questions.
Domestic and battery charges against his baby mother, who's the mother of 2 of his children, Vanessa Paso, I believe her name is. Now, I want to do this in a certain order because I think since people kind of stop watching videos midway through, I'm going to put some of the most important points I want to.
And yet, there are still voices in his corner. Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, offered a measured response. I hope both Tank and the mother of his kids get the help they need. I want to see him return to being the superstar he truly is. That's a sentiment many share, wanting to see Tank rise, not fall. But redemption only comes through change.
Vocal trying to talk to you about some things. Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get together, man. That's it, basically. Get your shit,
Then there's the Crawford connection. Tank's feud with Terrence Crawford has only intensified in recent months, sparked by Tank's ties to Errol Spence Jr. and fueled by his tension with Shocker Stevenson. Earlier this year, Crawford mocked Tank online for complaining about being excluded from a Ring magazine event in London. Tank fired back with personal insults. Now, with new legal trouble clouding his return, Crawford has stayed unusually quiet.
90 days home detention by serving at a 4-season hotel and a $3.4 million penthouse rather than trainer Calvin Ford house as the judge agreed. This is the reason why Tank is not being jailed. Gervonta Davis' lawyer argued that the house was too small for security staff. Additionally,
today, Gervonta Davis was arrested for domestic. He's the champion in your division. What do you think about? What's your reaction to that?
I don't know about that. I don't know Tank personally, and I really got nothing to say. I just wish him the best. Everything inside the ring, outside the ring.
Definitely. Shakur fights tomorrow. That's another.
This time, Crawford didn't clap back. No mocking tweets. No press jabs, just silence. And that says a lot. With the August 16th fight on the ropes, Tank's future is in question not just as a boxer, but as a man. He's a father, a fighter, and a public figure, The choices he makes now could define his legacy. Gervonta Davis is at a crossroads and the next move is his. Will he learn from this moment or let it define him? Adrien Broner's words may have been harsh, but they came from experience. And if even Broner is telling you to check yourself, it might be time to listen. Let us know what you think. Should Tank get another shot, or has he run out of chances? Drop your thoughts below. And if you're here for the stories behind the gloves, the truth behind the headlines, subscribe to Courtside Legends. We're just getting started.